Why, in God's name, would you give those no talent, copyright infringing clowns at Insomniac power to create a Wolverine video game when we already have the best Wolverine video game ever made in X-Men Origins Wolverine Unleashed on the Xbox 360? Somebody explain this trash to me. Somebody calm me down. Somebody coddle me and tell me it's going to be okay, because what these bastards are bastardizing, what these clowns are creating over there at Insomniac is nothing short of an abomination, an idea that should have been aborted the moment it was conceived. This is a fucking joke. These morons can't even get a Spider-Man game right. Why are we taking a hero with as much history as Wolverine, various incarnations they could tap into, and giving them the keys to the kingdom? They've done nothing to prove to me, nor 90% of the gaming audience, that they deserve such a privilege. Such a fucking privilege as being able to develop the impossible to live up to standards that X-Men Origins Wolverine Unleashed set, folks. This looks to be an absolutely disgusting cinematic third-person action game, because that's all Sony knows how to create. Well, Dead Metal from Dead Metal Media is not willing to partake in this trash. I am organizing the first, the official, on the day of the reveal, Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac boycott. Because whatever piece of shit they're going to cook up, whatever version of Logan they're going to try to portray, whatever combat system they feel like ripping off and doing inferior, it's not going to be anywhere near good enough for me. They're going to misrepresent the character. These clowns can't even fundamentally understand what makes Peter Parker tick. They didn't capture Doc Ock correctly in the Spider-Man 2018 game, and they completely bastardized Miles Morales' character arc in that 1-2 punch of a follow-up that should have been DLC. The fact that they are being told that they can do whatever they want with the Wolverine character is disgusting to me. Makes me physically repulse. I almost want to go fucking puke, because we know where the gold standard is, and we know there is no succeeding it. We know there is no overtaking it. We know that X-Men Origins Wolverine Unleashed is without a doubt the single greatest superhero game to ever exist. Batman Arkham fanboys, eat your goddamn heart out. That game is an overhyped pile of Metroidvania trash that got morphed and caught up into the open world cycle. Remember just how fun it was to drive around the Batmobile? Said no one ever about Arkham Knight. And the Spider-Man fanboys are even worse. I mean, that they have a fun, narrative-packed adventure when really all it did was lift everything great, quote-unquote great, because it's really overhyped, but everything great about Spider-Man 2018 from the Arkham games. It's copyright infringement 101 here, folks, and there's no overcoming it. When you're a developer who is not above ripping off the competition, just like Ratchet and Clank ripped off Sly Cooper back in the early 2000s, these clowns have never done anything creative in their life. All they know how to do is shit out another half-baked inferior version of another game. It's just a sad joke. It's really, if you're an Insomniac fan, you're a joke. Remember when they tried their hand at first-person Remember when they tried their hand at first-person shooters and they threw out Resistance, a game that on the PS3 legitimately looked like a PS1 game? God, that was disappointing. And you fuckers supported that series, that piece of shit series, for 3 installments before they pulled the plug on that catastrophic failure. Oh my god, people legitimately compared that to Halo. They legitimately compared Resistance to Halo. Resistance is the great value, the bargain brand, the knockoff Halo. That's a poor man's Halo. But hey, it's a Sony man's Halo. Just like whatever trash Wolverine game they shovel out to you next will be an inferior, half-baked, underwhelming version of what is already the definitive Wolverine experience, which, by the way, is based on the single greatest Wolverine movie ever, X-Men Origins Wolverine.